was myself and Tyrus Neal, who owns Cafe 51 Club up on Broward. What's up, T? We went in that together and started Parkway Records. And the first song actually was co-produced. Devin, Captain D, we flip-flopped. I produced him, now he produced me. So that was the first record. Dance with the Boogie, which he produced, was off Parkway Records.
Again, another video that got air on your own TV Records.
Yeah, that's the video. The first one. The first video ever by Gigolo Tony, came off of Parkway Records, independent record label.
And you Definitely. Got a distribution deal with Hot Productions? Is that how it worked?
Well, no, it wasn't distribution. After Parkway, after I recorded the album, then I stepped to Hot for sharpening the album, and Hot picked up the album.
From there, where did you go?
From there, I went to Sky Records. I think I took a few years off and recorded the Ghetto Soldiers. That's what it was. Gigolo Tony and the Ghetto Soldiers. Same, most of my record, except for the first one, I executive produced myself. So the first one Billy Forsythe did, and the rest of the album, I would take my money, go in the studio. I find out that was the best way to do it. I find out that was a lick. You go in there, you spend your own money, and then you go shop it, and almost like a free agent. I might have started free agent from the NFL, free agency. Right. That's what I used to do. Go in, take your own money, record, and then shop it. And I always would get at least my money back up front. If I didn't see anything on the back end, I would get all the money up front. Well, first to the music today, I love the Lil Waynes and the
Drakes and all
Drakes and I'm trying to think of my man out of Rick Ross. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's home team right
and
there.
It all somehow, some way stems from Miami bass. If you listen to some of the up-tempo tracks that the guys are doing, it's really Miami bass, because Fort Lauderdale really was the only spot where Forsyth in Fort Lauderdale was the only spot where rappers from out of state would send their demos. So we are responsible for, not directly but indirectly, for the Lil Waynes and the guys like that, because their mentors shop with Forsyth, send their demo, and listen to Miami and Fort Lauderdale bass music.
Can I interject to say, it sounds to me you're almost exclusively speaking about Gregory D, who was in the Ninja Crew. Gregory D's DJ was Manny Fresh. Manny Fresh, of course, put out Lil Wayne.
Definitely, with the Cash Money crew.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. It's just that, I'm speaking because that's where we toured a lot. We toured all through, Louisiana and the southern states,
Rouge,
Baton Rouge, and so some kind of way we're affiliated, even Texas, with those guys. Anywhere below the Mason-Dixon line came from South Florida, Shy D, Shy D was actually discovered. He was opening for us when we used to go on the road, Right. He was unsigned. He was just signed to a promoter or something, and every show, every tour, Shy D would open up. So Vanice Lopez, which was my manager at the time, she actually discovered Shy D. USA Breakers, I don't know if y'all remember them, out of Atlanta. They were signed to Forsyth, so they actually was discovered by Vanice Lopez.
Definitely. And to add to that, we did shows, and our music went as far as, say, Virginia, and we did shows up there, which Timberland and Missy are out of that area. So, indirectly, again, the influence of music from those days go as far as, definitely as far as.
You'd probably agree that after the bass scene kind of died out here, we kind of rotated up Atlanta and Little John's and all these people started
Definitely.
popping up everywhere.
Yeah, same thing.
Tempo, that's kind of what
Right.
DJ Laz touched on,
Right.
Yeah, we met people from Atlanta personally. Like I think you met Outkast. You said they grew up listening to
Andre 3000.
I met CeeLo Green, hung out with him. He personally said, man, Gigolo, I grew up listening to you. He even remembered the record I did with the about the barking dogs. I forgot which record, when I was at the mansion, and he said that was one of his favorite records. That wasn't a big hit off the album, but he remembered, he
right.
pointed out that record that was one of his favorite records. Like I Do, that's what the name was.
Yeah. And looking back like that, I remember DJ Shadow, his first album introducing of. I got some credits in there to shout out. So that, you know, just influencing people indirectly, nationwide, worldwide. You know, I'm hearing about now with the internet and everything. I'm hearing about how our music's big in Brazil and Germany and different areas, which, you know, it feels good to know how it can get out there and influence people.
Well, this is Gigolo Tony, the one and only, and it was a pleasure doing this interview. I'm glad you guys are doing it because it's about time somebody give Miami-based credit. You know, we're never on none of the award shows. We're never on, you know, any of the VH1 things or BET or anything. And you know, like I say, I'm glad y'all doing this, and it's been a pleasure doing this. Once again, I'm Gigolo Tony, the one and only, at Sunland Park, and DJ Crash.
And this is DJ Crash at Sunland Park, and just real happy to be doing this documentary for the whole South Florida scene, bass scene. And you can check me out on iTunes, search for DJ Crash, check out some of my more recent music, as well as SoundCloud and various things. Just do a search on Google, DJ Crash, or, you know, check us out, Facebook. Thanks to Papa Willie and Cut It Up Def Records. This is the bass that ate Miami.